Having the Sun in Aries in the 7th house suggests a dynamic personality. Aries is a fire sign, often characterized by resilience, assertiveness, and ambition. These individuals are courageous, self-confident, and not afraid to take the lead. In relationships, the 7th house placement implies an active approach. They strive for balance and fairness and can be direct in their communication. They may attract dominant partners because they need someone who can keep up with their pace. Career-wise, they might excel in positions that involve negotiation, counseling, or business partnerships. They enjoy a challenge and are often successful in careers that allow them to express their strong sense of justice and natural leadership abilities. Strengths associated with this placement include determination, vivacity, and an innate sense of justice. Their ability to assert themselves and their direct communication style can make them formidable in negotiations. However, challenges could include impatience and a tendency to be overly direct, which can sometimes come off as confrontational. They may also have issues with dominancy in relationships, as they like to take the lead but often attract partners who are just as headstrong. The lessons for personal growth could center around patience, compromise, and understanding the value of shared leadership. It's integral for them to learn to balance their desire for leadership with the needs of their partners in both personal and business relationships. They have the potential for great self-awareness and significant growth through understanding their impact on others. Sun in Taurus in the 7th house indicates a personality that seeks stability, security, and harmony. They value consistency in routine and love indulging in life's sensory pleasures such as good food or beautiful surroundings. Assertive yet patient, they have an approach of steadfast determination to achieve their goals. In relationships, they're naturally inclined towards commitment and prefer long-term partnerships that offer security. They're what you'd call a relationship-oriented individual. They're great listeners and have an empathetic heart, though sometimes they may become too focused on pleasing others, forgetting their own needs, which can create tensions. In career settings, they show a knack for diplomacy, collaboration, and negotiation, making them ideal for roles in diplomacy, counseling, or sales. However, their stubbornness can sometimes hinder fast-paced decision-making. They strive for financial stability through their careers, often preferring stable jobs with steady income streams rather than risky endeavors. Strength-wise, they exhibit loyalty, dedication, and practicality. Their challenge lies in their stubbornness and somewhat inflexible nature, which, if not managed, could impact personal and professional relationships. It might also limit their adaptability to change. To achieve personal growth, they must learn to balance between their need for security and the inevitability of change. Learning flexibility and openness to new ideas and situations can lead to growth, while staying true to their Taurus values of stability and comfort. People with the Sun in Gemini in the 7th house are often lively and intellectual, with an outgoing personality that draws others in. Their minds are quick and imaginative, finding it easy to adapt to new situations. Communication is a central theme for them, highly valuing engaging discussions, debates, and social interactions. On the downside, they could be indecisive, inconsistent, and may struggle with commitment due to a fear of losing their freedom. In relationships, they might look for partners who stimulate their intellect. They are intrigued by differences, often choosing partners who offer a fresh perspective. They may have several relationships throughout their lives due to their curiosity and need for variety. However, maintaining balance in relationships could be a challenge, as their need for mental stimulation might come at the expense of emotional depth. Career-wise, this placement suggests a fluency in negotiation and diplomacy, making them suitable for vocations that involve mediation or public relations. They may also excel in fields associated with communication, teaching, writing, or sales. Strengths of this placement include adaptability, curiosity, and versatility. Yet, their greatest trials might include indecisiveness, inconsistency, and a lack of emotional depth. The lessons in personal growth entail learning to stay committed and fostering emotional understanding in relationships. They should take time to meet their own emotional needs rather than constantly adapting to others. Cultivating patience and consistency within themselves and in their relationships can lead to personal fulfillment and meaningful connections. An individual with the Sun in Cancer in the 7th house suggests a person who is nurturing, sensitive, and values emotional depth. They're often driven by a deep desire to care for others. Emotions play a significant role in their lives, and they have a profound intuition that often guides them. In relationships, they may seek partners who can provide them with emotional security and stability. These individuals tend to find comfort in relationships that offer a sense of home and tend to be loyal, loving partners themselves. However, their sensitivity can make them susceptible to heartache, and they often struggle with letting go of past relationships. Career-wise, this Sun sign and house placement suggests someone who could excel in professions requiring empathy, care, and understanding. This could include fields like nursing, therapy, counseling, or social work. Their need for emotional security may also drive them toward stable, long-term careers. The strengths associated with this placement include empathy, kindness, and the ability to deeply understand the feelings of others. They also have a strong sense of intuition and ability to nurture. However, challenges could include difficulty in letting go of past relationships or experiences, oversensitivity, and a tendency to be overprotective. Personal growth for these individuals may involve learning to establish boundaries, both emotional and physical. They may also need to learn how to disconnect from past relationships that no longer serve them. Their emotional sensitivity can be their greatest strength, but also their biggest challenge, so learning to balance their feelings with practicality may be an important lesson for them. When the Sun is in Leo in the 7th house, the individual may showcase a vivacious, charismatic, and dominant personality, often preferring to be in the limelight. They are attracted to social settings and often take the role of a leader. In relationships, they are most comfortable with partners who recognize their individuality and admire their energetic and playful nature. They often prefer relationships that allow them to express their creative flair and dominance. A potential challenge is the tendency for ego conflicts due to their powerful personalities, which may require humility to overcome. As for career influences, the 7th house placement suggests success in fields requiring public interaction or partnerships. This could include event planning, acting, or business, where frequent social engagements and a flair for dramatic presentation are beneficial. Strengths of having the Sun in Leo in the 7th house are confidence, creativity, and charisma. These individuals are naturally drawn to the spotlight and can win others over with their magnetic personality. The challenges include a need for constant admiration and a susceptibility to ego clashes. This can lead to relationship issues if not kept in check. Through personal growth and maturity, individuals with this placement can learn to strike a balance between assertion and compromise, understanding that recognition does not equate to worth. They may learn that while it's okay to wish for admiration, it is equally important to recognize and appreciate the efforts of others. Understanding these traits and tendencies allows individuals to utilize their strengths, work on their challenges, and improve their relationships and career prospects. Having the Sun in Virgo in the 7th house suggests a personality characterized by detail-oriented thinking, practicality, and a strong desire for order and perfection. These individuals often demonstrate keen analytical skills, conscientiousness, and a potent work ethic. However, their pursuit of perfection may lead to self-criticism and an overemphasis on minutiae, potentially causing stress or indecisiveness. In relationships, these individuals seek partnerships that provide a sense of stability and harmony. They excel in teamwork and desire partners who appreciate their meticulous nature. At times, they can be overly critical of their partners, which can create tension in relationships. Career-wise, people with this placement often thrive in roles where analytical thinking, precision, and collaboration are key. They are well suited to careers in areas like research, law, or counseling. However, the challenge for these individuals is to avoid getting bogged down in details at the expense of seeing the bigger picture. Strengths associated with this placement include a strong analytical mind, dedication to work, and the ability to collaborate effectively. Challenges may include a propensity for worry, perfectionism, and a tendency to be overly critical. Personal growth lessons may involve learning to balance the need for order and perfection with acceptance of imperfection, both in themselves and in others. Recognizing that nobody is perfect can help them become more patient and forgiving, leading to more harmonious relationships and a more balanced approach to work and life. Having the Sun in Libra in the 7th house indicates a person who is likely to be cooperative, fair-minded, and a natural diplomat. They enjoy harmonious relationships and have an innate need for partnership. They function best when they are part of a team, as they enjoy collaboration and sharing ideas. In relationships, this placement suggests that they value equality and balance. They are likely to want a partner who can offer intellectual stimulation. They are prone to indecision, however, often adapting to others' needs and losing their own identity in the process. As for potential careers, these individuals could excel in professions involving negotiation, diplomacy, or counseling. Other good matches are careers in art, beauty, or fashion given their refined aesthetic sense. The main strength of this placement lies in their ability to mediate and create harmony in their environment. They can read people well, helping them navigate social situations smoothly. A challenge for these individuals is a tendency to rely on others for validation and being indecisive, which can sometimes lead to difficulties in personal and professional life. Personal growth lessons for these individuals include learning to value their own opinions and standing up for themselves. They must also learn to make decisions independently, without relying on others. Confidence is something they will need to cultivate, along with understanding that conflicts are a normal part of life. They may need to learn to voice their own needs and desires instead of constantly focusing on pleasing those around them. These growth lessons can help them maintain their own identity in relationships and achieve greater satisfaction in life. A person with the Sun in Scorpio in the 7th house is likely to have a magnetic personality, often drawing others to them with their intensity and passion. They possess a strong sense of self and are usually ambitious, focused, and naturally analytical. Their secretive nature can sometimes make them appear aloof or mysterious, which can be intriguing to others. These individuals are typically driven by a deep desire to understand and connect with those around them. In relationships, they tend to seek a deep, psychological understanding of their partner. These individuals are extremely loyal and tend to form intense bonds with their partners. However, they can also be quite possessive and may struggle with jealousy or power struggles in relationships. As for their career, this placement can lead to a powerful need to be recognized and respected in their field. They are usually drawn towards careers that allow them to exercise their investigative skills, analytical mind, and power of persuasion, such as law, forensics, or psychology. Strengths associated with this placement include determination, resilience, and an intuitive understanding of others' motives. The main challenges can be a tendency towards becoming too secretive, possessive, or overly intense, which can create difficulties in personal and professional relationships. Personal growth for these individuals might involve learning to balance their intense nature with a more empathetic understanding of those around them. They may need to work on releasing their need for control in relationships and trusting others more. They can also benefit from focusing on creating harmonious, shared power dynamics rather than aiming to dominate. When the Sun is in Sagittarius in the 7th house, the individual tends to embody characteristics of openness, optimism, and a strong quest for knowledge. They are often adventurous and freedom-loving, exhibiting a natural curiosity about the world around them. Such individuals usually appreciate diversity and are highly social, often displaying a deep interest in understanding different cultures or philosophies. They tend to seek relationships that offer intellectual stimulation and growth, and often prefer partners who share their enthusiasm for exploration and learning. In regards to career, these individuals may thrive in fields that offer a significant degree of interaction with others and opportunities for continuous learning. This could encompass career paths like travel, education, or international relations. Strengths of this placement include adaptability, broad-mindedness, and an innate ability to inspire others with their enthusiasm. They possess a natural flair for making connections and networking, which can prove beneficial professionally. However, challenges may arise due to their desire for continuous change and novelty, causing a lack of consistency that could affect their personal and professional relationships. Their fervor for freedom can sometimes verge on irresponsibility and a tendency to avoid commitment. The personal growth lesson for those with the Sun in Sagittarius in the 7th house often revolves around achieving balance. Learning to embrace stability and consistency without stifling their natural tendency towards expansion and exploration can lead to harmony in both their personal and professional lives. Having the Sun in Capricorn in the 7th house signifies a person who is highly driven and ambitious. They're responsible, organized, and disciplined, traits that often lead to success at work. Characteristically, they are patient and persistent, with a sense of practicality and great self-control. Work ethic is a strength for this placement, making them thrive in jobs that require detail or precision. In relationships, they tend to seek partners who match their own reliability and practicality. The influence of the 7th house, the house of partnerships, amplifies their focus on relationships. They deeply value balance and harmony, and they may take a more business-like approach to partnerships, viewing them as contracts that require work and commitment. Challenges for such individuals can be being overcautious or reserved, potentially developing a tendency towards pessimism. They may struggle with appearing cold or distant due to their serious nature. In terms of personal growth, learning to balance their determination with flexibility and warmth can be beneficial. They excel in careers that require planning and strategy. Their leadership skills combined with a preference for structure might resonate with professions in management, administration, or finance. Their lesson is to allow room for spontaneity and fun in their life, to balance their strong focus on responsibility and duty. Letting go of control may be difficult, but crucial for growth, allowing them to appreciate the beauty in unpredictability. They would benefit from understanding that relationships, while they require effort, also thrive on affection and mutual understanding. With the Sun in Aquarius in the 7th house, individuals often have a unique perspective and approach towards relationships. They have a deep need for independence and freedom but also appreciate partnerships. These individuals are inclined towards non-traditional, unconventional relationships. They're often interested in social justice issues and humanitarian causes, sparking their intellectual curiosity and fostering deep connections. Career-wise, these individuals perform well in careers that involve innovation, creativity, and social interaction. They thrive in roles advocating for justice or equality, like social work, psychology, or law. However, their independent streak may push them towards self-employment or leadership roles where they have control and freedom. Strengths associated with this placement include intellectual curiosity, originality, and a strong sense of social responsibility. People with this placement are often open-minded, insightful, and able to see the bigger picture in any situation. They can make powerful allies and friends due to their deep loyalty and commitment to equality and justice. But these traits also pose challenges. Striking a balance between their need for independence and their appreciation for partnerships can be difficult. Their unique views might isolate them from more traditional individuals or circumstances. They can come across as detached or aloof, which can be misinterpreted as uncaring. Personal growth opportunities lie in learning to blend their individualistic streak with their need for relationships. They need to understand that being part of a partnership does not mean compromising their identity. They would benefit from learning to connect on a deeper, more emotional level rather than keeping things intellectually detached and cerebral. The Sun in Pisces in the 7th house indicates a person's identity and ego feeds on achieving emotional depth and spiritual connection in relationships. This person is intuitive, compassionate, and good at understanding others' needs. Unconditional love and loyalty are key features they offer and seek in relationships. However, challenges lie in the tendency to wear rose-colored glasses, seeking idealized relationships while overlooking flaws. This might lead to disappointment or enable toxic relationships. For personal growth, learning to set healthy boundaries and understanding the difference between helping and enabling is beneficial. As Pisces is a mutable sign, these individuals are adaptable with a knack for understanding different perspectives. This makes them suitable for careers in therapy, counseling, and diplomatic relations. Creativity and spirituality are also strong, so they might excel in artistic or humanitarian careers. As a strength, they are often intuitive and sensitive to the emotional climate around them. They are usually compassionate, empathetic, and understanding, making them great confidants, partners, and healers. The downside could be that they might become easily overwhelmed by intense emotions or conflicts. Their personal growth often comes from better discernment and discerning when to help others versus when to step back. It's crucial for them to understand that it's okay to put themselves first sometimes, and that not every problem around them is theirs to solve. By setting healthier emotional boundaries and learning to differentiate between realism and idealism, they can achieve a more balanced and healthier interpersonal ecosystem.